Applejack narrowed her eyes and tilted her head at the portable blackboard standing out in the open, grassy courtyard near the sculpture garden on the palace grounds. Not far away, Rarity was leafing through a romance novel at the base of a statue. Fluttershy was covered in local birds, busily braiding her mane, and Pinkie Pie was teetering precariously atop a stone vase, trying to mimic a statue's pose. Applejack tilted her head still further, and then straightened.
Nope, I don't get it.
Rainbow Dash frowned.
Oh, come on! It's as easy as falling off a cloud. Just follow the...
She turned to face the board she'd only just finished covering in curling, coiling dotted lines, X's, O's, and chevrons in 3 different colors of chalk. The board now looked like a schematic illustrating a bowl of noodles exploding. Dash chuckled sheepishly.
Okay, maybe aerial hoofball is a little complicated. But still, you're one of the top athletes in Ponyville. You should totally be able to figure it out.
Applejack adjusted her Stetson with a hoof.
And why exactly do you want me to learn a sport that you can't play without wings?
Rainbow Dash sighed in frustration.
So that when Twilight gets back from her talk with Princess Celestia, I'll know what you're talking about when we both convince her to play on my team in the next big game. Did you see those wings of hers? She'll be a natural.
She smiled broadly at the prospect.
Well, as long as it's for a good cause,
replied Applejack dryly. Rainbow Dash chuckled, and then dusted the board clean with a few swipes of a wing. She picked up a piece of chalk with her teeth.
Okay, let's start off with
A sudden, chilling breeze caught Dash's attention mid-sentence and sent a shiver down her spine. Her multicolored tail frizzed. She turned around and found herself face to face with a dark blue alicorn. The chalk dropped out of Dash's mouth.
Princess Luna, don't you usually, not come out much in the daytime?
Luna straightened. Her translucent mane and tail were dusk pale in the daylight, and her eyes were narrow behind a pair of platinum-framed sunglasses.
This is no normal situation. We have an urgent task for thee, if thou art not too occupied with thy stalwart friend.
Luna nodded toward Applejack, who doffed her Stetson nervously. Dash stared, and then caught herself.
Not really, Princess. I'm ready for anything.
Applejack stepped forward, putting her hat back in place.
Me too, Princess.
Luna spread her wings.
Thy courage is admirable, Applejack, but sadly we cannot accept thy aid. This task doth...
The alicorn leaped into the air.
Come, Rainbow Dash. We must make haste.
Dash hovered, but then paused.
Light. Should we get Twilight too? Or Fluttershy?
Luna's shaded eyes betrayed nothing.
Nay, loyal Rainbow Dash. The new princess is swift-winged, but unaccustomed to her new nature as of yet. And though gentle Fluttershy is most virtuous, this mission calls for a flyer of consummate skill.
What?
Shemane.
A faint blush colored Dash's cheeks.
I won't let you down, Princess.
Alright. I'll just be going then, I reckon.
Twilight, Applejack, Pinkie Pie, Rarity, and Fluttershy were gathered in the palace's grand hall, facing as she strode through the doorway. Princess Celestia waited at the back of the room.
Applejack mentioned you needed Rainbow Dash for something important. Is she back yet? We were going to head out soon.
Luna shook her head.
Thy friend is far away, and swift though she is, she shan't return so quickly.
Twilight Sparkle raised an eyebrow at Luna's statement.
Far away? What do you mean?
Luna trotted forward. The group parted to allow her passage and followed.
Rest assured, it is a matter of crucial import, and a return shall merit a heroine's welcome.
Twilight turned to face her mentor.
Yeah. Did you know anything about this?
Princess Celestia stepped closer to the group of ponies.
Acted faster than I expected her to, but I was aware of her concerns. Luna believes there is a great danger coming to Equestria, and she...
Celestia paused. She met her sister's gaze and let a rare, awkward silence pass.
She has sent Rainbow Dash to recruit an ally.
More than that, sister! A savior!
Luna stomped a hoof, the blow echoing in the vaulted room.
Now that she is being retrieved, we can all breathe easy. No matter what danger is coming, we...
Not coming! It's already here!
The 5 ponies and their 2 sovereigns turned toward the vast double doors, where a teal Pegasus mare was struggling in the grasp of 2 royal guards. The mare was wide-eyed and haggard. Sweat shone on her hide and in her tangled mane, and a hastily wrapped bandage covered her right flank.
Apologies, Princess. She crashed into the topiary garden and then flew straight here. She was too fast for us,
said one of the guards. Twilight squinted, and then her eyes widened.
You have got to be kidding me! Jalapeno?
You nearly...
That's not important! You need to evacuate. Head as far north as you can, now!
Twilight, Rarity, Fluttershy, Pinkie Pie, and Applejack spoke up at once, peppering the Pegasus with questions.
I don't understand. What's going on?
Are you okay?
Darling, look at this. It's so important to leave the castle. What are you doing here? Dust Honey, is everything going right?
Are you
Does
okay?
any pony have the slightest idea what she's talking about?
What happened?
Princess Celestia spread her wings for silence, and then spoke when the ponies complied.
Lightning Dust, please tell us what's happening.
Dust sagged in the guard's grip.
I don't really know, Princess. I tried to explain in Cloudsdale. There was this ram, but he wasn't a ram. Or like a monster. And he did something to a volcano in the Badlands, and it...
Badlands? That's halfway across Equestria from here. Why aren't you warning Dodge Junction or Appaloosa?
Dust winced and looked away. Her wings drooped.
Appaloosa and Dodge are gone.
The ponies standing before Dust shared a shocked silence. Applejack reacted first, her voice a faint whisper.
What do you mean, gone?
Dust closed her eyes against the ugly memory.
This huge wave of purple slime hit them. It covered everything. It moved on its own, like it was alive. And it was covered in these big, staring eyes. Every pony who got covered in it just gave up. They lay there in the muck and they wouldn't move. They hardly even breathed.
Dust shuddered. Her voice cracked. When she opened her eyes, they shone with tears.
I wanted to do right this time. I wanted to prove that I wasn't a... I tried to help them. I tried to tell them, but they weren't fast enough. I wasn't fast enough.
She huddled up and hung her head, slouching on the marble floor like a vulture.
I couldn't save them. I flew away. They wouldn't listen to me. Even in my own city, they wouldn't even stop what they were doing to hear what I had to say. They were more concerned with that stupid weather factory than with me telling them that they were all about soup. And when the sign came, it happened so fast that I couldn't. I thought maybe Dodge or Appaloosa, they'd be more likely to listen to me. But they didn't. And now they're gone.
Luna's eyes showed sympathy, but her righteous expression did not falter. Twilight's eyes tightened. She swallowed despite her dry mouth.
And now this slime is coming this way?
Dust nodded silently. Twilight stomped a hoof and spread her wings in defiance.
Well, we're not gonna let it get to Canterlot, or to Ponyville, or anywhere else.
Her friends agreed with varying degrees of enthusiasm. Princess Celestia smiled proudly and nodded in approval. Princess Luna remained silent.
You sound just like him.
Pinkie Pie tilted her head.
Who?
Twilight lowered her gaze, her wings folded.
You survived a whole night all alone on Boney Island without so much as a scratch? I'm impressed. How'd you pull it off? It is all about attitude.